Ah, Dinky Doo, me hearties, it's just me, Scottie McClue. I thought I'll pop up and say hi to every single one of you and just have a quick chat with you and see what's actually happening. So as soon as you see this, tell 10 to tell 10 to tell 10 to tell 10 that Scottie McClue's live just for you, saying Dinky Doo. Metalcraft has joined us. Edmonds joined us as well. Welcome, welcome, I say to you. Scott Mass has joined. Dinky Doo, Scott Mass. Always lovely to have you with us with Scottie McClue. I can tell you. Hello, Scottie. Hello, Dinky Doo. Lovely to have you with us and welcome. Matthew's joined us as well. Humpty's just joined us and Trucker Gav. Trucker Gav, amazing to have you with us. Thank you. Dinky Doo, Lord Scottie of Scotland. Dinky Doo to you. Lovely to have you with us. This is just amazing. I can tell you. Mickey's just joined us as well. This is wonderful. Lovely to have you with us. And Dinky Doo. All right, Scottie. All right, Humpty. We are just amazing. Tell 10 to tell 10 to tell 10. I know a lot of you will be rushing to get your tea. Some of you might be going out to football. There's some football games on tonight. So I am reliably informed. What about that? I can tell you. Bob Hope's joined us. Dinky Doo, Bob. Lovely to have you with us. Good evening, Scottie. I'm brand new, by the way. London Irishman, you're always brand new. We love it. You're a brand new person. I remember listening to you, Scott FM. You're a legend. Trucker Gav, you're very, very kind. What are you doing today, Scottie? Busy, busy day at work today, but lovely, lovely day and beautiful sunshine, of course. Fantastic stuff. And that's what it's all about. We've got some new videos for you. You'll see them right there. Hi from Musselburgh. Dinky Doo, we love Musselburgh. I used to live at the Sultans and I shopped in Musselburgh. Are you full-blooded Scottish? Oh, 100%. Well, no, I'm actually Viking if you go back 1,300 years. So there you are. So a bit of that. We came over in small boats. I tell you, a shout out to Banana Man. Absolutely, Grizzly. No problem. We can shout out Banana Man. That's what it's about. Hello, says Niall. Niall, lovely to have you with us, and a big Dinky Doo from me, Scottie McClue. Tell 10 to tell 10. I got the line from Scotch Harry from Minder. Well, I remember Minder, Arthur. Very good. George Cole, brilliant actor, of course. Wonderful stuff. Follow us as soon as you possibly can, guys. Mr. McClue, come back. Jess. Lovely to have you with us, Dinky Doo. Afternoon, Scottie from Newcastle. Well, Wilson, we love having you on from Newcastle. I'll tell you my Newcastle joke. There was a horse and a donkey in the field, and they were swapping all the things they'd done in their life, and the horse was beginning to blow its own trumpet there. And horse says, listen, this is good. Horse says, I've done all sorts of racing and won all the big race courses all throughout the country. Cheltenham Gold Cup, Grand National, won the lot. Donkey's listening to all this. Donkey then shows horse a picture of a zebra. And horse says, what's that? He goes, that's me when I played for Newcastle. I tell you, Minder, what a great show. Oh, London Irishman, fantastic show. Yes, just amazing. Oh, upon my life, sir. There we are. We loved Minder. Thames Television, of course, the great days of ITV, when Scottie McClue worked for them. Yeah, yes, I can tell you. They were, are you Scottish, says Rob? Oh, yes, I'm afraid I am, Rob. I was going to just take a moment to reflect, but yes, I am 100% Scottish, I can tell you, with 1,300 years of Viking flung in there. You know, that's what it's about. Do you speak a Doric? Oh, my satyr, of course we speak a Doric on here. A good cairn of folk in here in Echte. I'll tell you that, Loon. Now then, who else have we got? Dinky Doo, afternoon to you. Newcastle's lovely. Newcastle's beautiful. There we are. Thanks, Jess. That's a lovely thing to say. And we'll probably be doing that. I'm Scottish as well. If I go back to the 1200s, I have Norwegian ancestry. Well, maybe you came over in the same boat with the Vikings, eh? There we are. Can we stop talking Geordie now? What is going on? Ishmael Dinky Doo, lovely to have you with us, I tell you. Great accent. Did you like that one, Wilson, eh? I tell you. Hi, AB Dinky Doo. Of course, we would never respond to any of that. What's your thought on Trumpet Trump? With the Japanese one? No, Trumpet Trump, I think, might actually save the world. But we shall have to see, I tell you. So there we go. Follow us, guys. Follow WATP has just sent me a heart me. A heart me. Guys, we never ask for anything, but there's little handheld hearts, there's red roses, there's TikToks. If you like to stick one in there, if you're feeling flush, then that would be fantastic. We need to stop talking Geordie on here, guys. I tell you, get more heart me's. That's the stuff. That's what it's telling me to do. Get more heart me's. There we are. Dinky Doo. Kyle's just joined us. Trucker Gav's having a right laugh there, eh? I could tell you. Great story, Scotty. Did you like that one, Wilson? My uncle was 95% Scotch. Well, that's very, very old, that word, Scotch. That would mean he was 95% whiskey. So there we go. In modern days, so it's Scots, Scots. There we go. Thanks, Jess. Do you go down to the local for a pint? Not since the last sort of 10, 15 years. I don't go for a pint now because I don't take the alcohol. Long live Robert the Bruce. Oh, absolutely. When was the picture taken in the background? That, I think's 1992. And the other one is 92 as well. They were presented to me. So there we go. That's what's going on there. Oh! Kyle's just sent me a beautiful handheld heart. Is that not just gorgeous? I tell you. Hello, Scotty. How are you? I'm through the Airdrie. Kyle, we love the Airdrie. Jump off at the cross, eh? Ken. So who else have we got here in the wishy? Can you say hi to Magoo? Mr. Magoo. Do you remember Mr. Magoo? The Kingdom of Fife, Ken. Kingdom of Fife are the places in the Kingdom of Fife. What can name are the places in Fife? Kelty, Dunfermline, Mithil, come on now, that's it, fair boys, Kirkcaldy, St Andrews, Ken, St Andrews, what else have we got? Come on now. We've got Muckert Ways, Muckert Fife. I tell you, Dunfermline, we did Dunfermline, didn't we? I tell you, Dunfermline. East Weems, we did East Weems, Ken. And what else? Kinross in Fife, Ken. And what else have we got in Fife? Iberdour, Ken. And we've done Kirkcaldy, Ken. For else? Cardenden, in Fife. So there you are. So there's some places in Fife just to kind of keep you going, but you can mention a few more. I'll tell you that for nothing. There we are. I would leave my wife and kids and sell everything for a 1 in 10 chance of being able to be near you. Oh, user. 990, you're near me now. So the wife and kids can stay. That's what I say. Remember me, says Yaz. Of course, Yaz. My surname's Scottish, says London Irishman. There we are. I don't think Irishman is a Scottish word. Host Scottie McClue chats with the fans while answering questions. Oh, absolutely. We answer the questions. Scotty, can you say hi to Magoo? I can. William Wallace was the goat. Oh, he was the goat. Poor old William Wallace, you know, he, they hung, drawn, quartered him, chopped off his head, shoved it in a spike, and still He turned to them and said, "Okay, I get it. You're upset." So there you go. What's your number? Well, Ishmael, we haven't got the numbers connected to this tonight, but for tomorrow night, 9 o'clock, 0141628 9795. Can you put the phones on? I can't put the phones on in this. Have you ever heard of the Hooligans? Yes, if you go to, I think it's YouTube, put in Scottie McClue Hooligans, and it'll all come up there, I tell you. So there we go. Now, who else have we got? Ishmael, don't keep spamming me. That's the number you get out to one. Have you ever been in Birmingham? Of course. I used to broadcast to the Midlands. Huge radio stations. There we are. I helped you set up the Creator Award programme. Yes, how wonderful of you. Thank you for that. Half of my family's ancestors originally from Leicester and Norwich. We love Leicester and Norwich. These are beautiful places, I can tell you. So there we go. Who else have we got? Big up, Scottie McClue. Follow, thank you. There we are. Find something, don't know what that is, to door. So there we go. Yaz, don't keep spamming. Very important not to spam. That's a lifetime ban. So there we are. You have a bit of an academic Oliver Reed look on the photo. I thank you. The Oliver Reed. Where's the photo? Oh, that one. Yes, there's that one there, Oliver Reed. And actually, I've been told that before, believe it or not. Said, you look like Oliver Reed. Wonderful character, Oliver Reed. So there we go. Now then, who else have we got here? I live in Fife, says me Tego, that's brilliant. Yes, I'm going to have to mute you because you keep spamming me. So there we are. So we're going to have to mute you, la. There we are. How long are we muting him for? We'll leave him for that just now. What does it say? Ask me how long do we want to mute him for. There we go. Guys, remember never to spam. Yes, that's usually a lifetime ban. I tell you. Wonderful stuff now. Hello from Drimmen, Fabulous Ray. We love Drimmen for the dry men. Yes, out by Buchanan Castle and Aberfoyle. Beautiful, beautiful part of the world. You remind me of Donald from Benidorm. How very kind. Hello from Dundee, says Dundee Hardman 1. You know Dundee Hardman Yin, I would have said. There we are. What are we feeling for local elections, Dinky Doo? Well, James, as you know, I am apolitical. I don't do politics. Donald was my favourite character. Oh, everybody loved Donald. There we go. Now, who else have we got here? Declan's coming up to tell us something that's marvellous, marvellous. I'm Lara, says Elle. Thank you, Lara. Appreciate it. James, Dinky Doo, lovely to have you with us. How long have we been up for? Who can tell me? There we go. But it's lovely, lovely to see you all. I might give you a tune on the Moothy. The trouble with Scotland is that it's full of Scots. There we are. Well, you are funny, aren't you? Did you not do a radio show previously? I recognise your voice. Of course I did. 35 years. When I come to visit Scotland, what time of year should I come? Now. Absolutely now. It's been a stunning day today. I've been up since 5:30 this morning. Ooh, you had a long lie. I was up at 4:30 this morning, and I'm still going strong. So not really a lot of Brits, no, really a lot of Brits. Well, Dundee Hardman, as you know, you can't be a Scot without being a Brit. You know, it's as simple as that. Follow, says Declan. Yes, boom, boom. Absolutely, James, boom, boom. That's what it is all about. Who else have we got here? Correct, big man. Hi, Scotty from Cumbernauld, Angela Wellness. How lovely to have you from Cumbernauld, and thank you for all your support over the years and your lovely wee comments. Eid Mubarak, bro. Oh, absolutely, bro. I tell you, it is Eid. So there we are. You've got a flash goal. Oh, that is beautiful. Thank you, guys, for all your goals and your presents and your gifts to McClue. 2,400 likes. Do you know what the record for 1 hour? I thought it was 41,000. It's 61,000 for 1 hour of likes. But we're not doing likes at the moment, I don't think. I've got 2,500, though. Hello from Argentina. Emilio, we love you. In Argentina. I lived in Aberdeen for a while. Lovely place. So did I, Brazingles. I was at Grampian Television. Have you ever had a dram of, and he mentions a tonic wine? I have never, ever, ever tasted it. And I'm highly unlikely to now. Scotty, greetings from Peru, says Jose. Jose, how lovely to have you with us. See. Thank you, wee Carter. Very kind of you. Who have we got here? Thank you for being here for all of us. No, Angela Wellness, thank you. I say we want you well. Funnily enough, I mean, don't freak out, but I was actually thinking about you today and thought, I hope she's keeping well. Yeah, we have bottled down, you big man. No, Dundee hard man, I don't take the alcohol now. I just gave it up when they cut down the amounts for driving and all that. I thought, just don't do it. So there we are. Let's do another local pint. Well, Todor, I don't do the pints. So there you are, because I went in, no, not at all, Dundee hard man. I just decided not to. The assisted dying bill died a death. Nettles, it did. But it's a very interesting one because my dear, lovely, beautiful grandma had cancer and she suffered terribly at the end. She died. This is 1970. So what are we talking? 50, 56 years ago. Yeah, amazing. So there, what have you been up to since you've been up from 4:30? Well, a day's work and then out filming. So you'll see the results of my work on the TikTok videos today. Look at every single one of them. I like how your accent is slippering through. Oh, I've got plenty slippering through in accents. I mean, this, the way I'm speaking now, is my proper accent. That's how I speak. But earlier we were doing Johnny. We're doing a bit of Newcastle, and that was slippering through, And then Yorkshire, like, you know, that slippers through and all. Yeah, and then Liverpool. Sometimes a bit of me Liverpool comes out. You know, that can happen and all. Yeah, I'll tell you, love the bones of you. It's slipping through. Your vocabulary is tremendous, sir. Dundee Hardman, so is yours. Because you're a Dundonian, Ken, him staring, him a frappe. You don't go to that Bota-a-Woota accent. There we go. I love your videos, Scotty. Angela, thank you very much. We're just starting to open up. Guys, if you've got Facebook, get on to @Glasgow Essentials. There we are. The Tories brought in the assisted dying bill years ago to Shettleston. Life expectancy, 57. I know. We need to get that up. The Shettlestonians need to reach centenarian levels. Are you 100% Scots descent, Scotty? No, I'm actually, if you go back 1,300 years, there's a touch of the Norwegian, the Viking in me. You're a Scottish legend, part of Scotland. You're like a midgie. Keep up the videos, says Ray. Bless you, Ray. I hope I live longer than your average midgie, especially if it goes on your face. Ah, there we are. I tell you, do you know how long a midgie actually lives for? I think it's 24 hours maximum. So the Shettlestonians are living longer than the midges. Where's your favourite place in Scotland, sir? Right here talking to you. Couldn't get better. No, I've got so many wonderful favourite places in Scotland. I was up at Rob Roy's grave today. You see, the clan chief, MacFarlane, died last year. Wow, Nettles. He's buried in the wee church. Wow. What's the crack fun on TikTok? Todor, there's lots of crack on TikTok when Scottie McClue's on. His mark sounds slippering a bit. A chat with iconic Scottie McClue about his life. Well, AI, very kind of you. Thank you. Follow us as soon as you possibly can. Now, who else have we got here, guys? Watch all the videos and share them. Balquidder in the sun. Nettles, you can't beat it. Beautiful part of the world. Up to Balquidder. They say they don't know if Rob Roy is there. Is that right? That is great. Favourite thing to eat? Eggs. Eggs. 2 eggs on toast. Stop! Hello, Sir Dinky Doo. Hello, Shay. Kenneth McKellar. Oh, Ryan, we love Kenneth McKellar. And I met her in the garden where the praties grow. Just handed in my 10,000-word dissertation today. Good for you. Time to relax now. 1734, I think he died aged 70. Was that? Yes, that would be about right, date-wise, yeah. How do you like your eggs in the morning? Just under hard-boiled, so quite soft in the middle of the yolk, chopped up, not chopped up, sliced, and put in the toast. And I have just a tiny shake of cayenne pepper and a tiny shake of Himalayan pink salt. And stop! There we go. We love it, I tell you. Ryan is following us. That's fantastic. Guys, you know what just blows my mind about the TikTok? The beautiful people, some of them stay for an hour. An hour. What a compliment. Be vegan instead. Don't hurt animals. Well, does it hurt animals to lay an egg? Or would a hen be very anxious if they heard eggs were going up again? I tell you, McClue, how are you, Papa G? Papa G, it's so lovely to have you with us, eh? Papa G. I tell you, sorry, as my accent is slippering, yes? I tell you. Over 300 per year, nearly every day, hurts them. I think the McFarlanes would have desecrated his grave on their land. Oh, I don't think you want to do that. It's very interesting. I don't know what accent is better, Irish or Scottish. Well, Tudor, it depends if you're talking Northern or Southern Irish. If you're Southern Irish, you're softer. I tell you that. So, is what's happening? Yes, absolutely. There you go now. You'll end up in pocketry if you don't behave yourself and you've sinned. So that's your south. Your north is that little bit slightly harsher. And that's from a good Belfast accent's what you're needing. That's what I'll tell you. I went into the pub in Belfast and I said to the barmaid, "Do you sell shorts?" And she said, "Yes, we just serve shorts." She said, "We serve all the big companies round here." So there we are. Dinky do, I tell you. Fraser, how are we? Now, I went up to the barmaid and I said, "Could I have an orange juice, please?" And she said, "Is it still orange?" And I said, "Well, I haven't changed my mind." So there, you're great with accents. Oh, Angela, bless you, I say to you. There we are, Angela. So Dinky do, well, Jug knew, as if I would ever discuss anything like that. Good evening from Beaumore in Isla, says the wonderful Ali McNeil. Ah, Kamraha u Ali, Hakimamaha, Falchi, Ki de Milli Falchi, Don TikTok, I guess, Scotchach McCluach. Yes, lovely to have you with us from Beaumore, with the round church. So there we are. Why did the man take the ruler to bed? To see how long he could sleep. A boxer wasn't sleeping and he went into the doctor. And the doctor said, have you tried counting? And he said, yes, but when I get to 9, I stand up. Do you live in Giffnock? Sadly, Lawrence, I don't live in Giffnock, but, if I can save up, someday I might live in Giffnock, and that would be wonderful. I tell you, what a great part of the world Giffnock is. So there we are. Who have we got here? Clarko says he's a posh Hun. So he's a love. He's a honey. And he says, up the Royal Artillery. Ah, Clarko, the Royal Artillery. A very fine regiment of the British Army. The old RA. Big year this one, Scott. Oh, it's a huge year. It's the biggest year I think I've had in my life. What about the royal family, says Theodore. Yes, what about them? Do you do accents? Charlie, I do accents, yes. There are Mon the Paras, Dundee Hard Man. My father was a para. Sir, what do you think about Donald J. Trump? I think the man is outstanding. So there we have it. Do you know Scottie McClue? I've met him once, and I must say I was very impressed with his manners and his respect for the people. You know, that sort of stuff. But I don't know what happened to him. So there you are. Did you go to the island with Trump? Well, I went to Mull, but I don't think Trump was there. And then I went to Iona. And I've been to Cumbria, but I don't think Trump was there either. Although at Cumbria, you're not too far from Trump Turnberry. So there you go. My parents came from Panmure Street in Dundee, or Panmure Street it might be. You know what island? No, I don't. What island are you talking about? Are you talking about Barra? Are you talking about Lewis? You know, are you talking about Ireland, the island of Ireland? Why do you like him? He's a fascist. No, I don't think he's a fascist at all. The UK fought during World War II. Not at all. The Americans came and helped us in World War II. That's the special relationship. Carnassery Castle. Carnassery Castle, yes, at Kilmartin, is worth a visit. A huge ruin with amazing views in the Kilmartin Glen. I'll tell you, Nettles, there's actually a more impressive ruin as well called Pole Talloch House. It was built in 1848 and the roof came off in 1959. Are you going to the World Cup, Scotty? No, but I might watch it on the telly, but I think the Scots need to clean their act up, drop Flower of Scotland and start singing God Save the King. That's the Scottish national anthem. Hi, Scotty, dinky-doo. We started singing Flower of Scotland at Murrayfield just for a laugh, I tell you. Who else have we got? Dinky-doo. Do you enjoy the rugby this year? Scotland played well. Did you play? I played rugby. Tight head prop or second row? Down first. Boom! There we are. All right, old boy. All right, Jai. What do you think of the LGBTQIA? I think they're remarkable, but I think it should be LGBTQIAS. You should add all the straights to it, and then you've got proper balance of inclusion. Did you ever work at the Mull Rally, Scotty? I used to go with my father. I didn't Dundee Hard Man, but I went to Mull first in 1965, and you could get a brand new boat called the Columba, famous McBrain's name, and it went into Craigmure to the brand new terminal there, so you could have a car ferry. Before that, if you wanted to take a car to Mull, you had to have it slung on board, I would imagine, the old Loch and Var from 1904, and then latterly the Claymore from 1955. And they hoisted your car up in a net and put it on the deck. My parents came from Possil. Well, Angela, that's a lovely place to come from. The old Possil Park. For the Ackies, my dad as well, Dinky-Doo Craig. The bonny banks of Loch Lomond, nameless one. Dundee Hardman is sending me red roses. What a lovely, lovely, lovely thing to do. Lovely thing to do. The bonny banks of Loch Lomond, you take the high road. To support Scotland or England? Well, it depends on if they're both playing. Obviously, if Scotland are playing England, I support Scotland. But if England are playing France, then I'd probably support England. You see, it's a thought, isn't it? Now, just spell out the alphabet, says Clarko. The whole alphabet. My dad wrote a book, The Wee Glasgow Loon Evacuated to Kearney during the war. To Kearney. Tell us more, Nettles. I'm loving you more by the minute, big man. I could listen to you all night. You are so kind, Dundee Hardman. I tell you. Scotty, what's the crack, says Dougie. Dougie, the crack is absolutely just off the face of the earth. I have so much to tell you and so little time to do it in. And that's the problem. God save the king, I tell you, Todor, God save the king. Yes, indeed, and all the royal kids from a fascist regime. No, I don't think there's any fascism. I think you should look up what a fascist actually is. I'll tell you, I saw a party who were saying that Scotland gets too much money. Wrong. So they've managed to clobber themselves with the Scots, haven't they? Because the Scots gave Westminster 98 billion last year, and I think they got about 30 billion back, but it means 60 billion has been given to Westminster for squandering. And boy, do they know how to squander Scottish money. There we are. Dinky-Doo, Scotty, what do you reckon on reform in Scotland? Well, Marty, I would never comment on a political party, but I did have a look at their manifesto to date, and I couldn't find anything about independence. We need a party that wants an independent Scotland. Yes, so we can run our own show. I mean, somewhere as brilliant as Scotland should not be run from London. When my dad was writing his book, we called him Wully Melville, out of City Lights. Yeah, but Wully's gone to Melville Castle, boots and spurs and all. Oh, Willie's gone to Melville Castle, boots and spurs and all. So there we are. Dinky-Doo. Now then, even though I hate Republicans, there we are. Yes, indeed. Republicans. Do you mean, what kind of Republicans? I was down in Birmingham at Crufts. I was in doggy heaven. Oh, Angela. Wonderful. I had a cousin that used to regularly win at Crufts. Incredible man. There we are. In between Huntley and Keith, it's Kearney. I know that Kearney. I ken Huntley and I ken Keith. A lovely day for the Keith show. I'm in Kenya and Nairobi. Well, Mashak, Jambo. Lovely to have you with us from Nairobi. So there we are. Who else have we got? Trump? No, nonsense, Grover. Nonsense. Absolute nonsense, Grover. So there we go. Now, who else have we got here? Love the Scots. Absolutely. Could Scotland cope in their own fill? Of course. We gave away £98 billion to Westminster. Think how that could be spent if we kept it. Come on, for goodness sake. And I heard the Tory guy mention the ferries on the Clyde. when he was attacking the SNP. And I thought, be very careful about mentioning the ferries, because it was Thatcher that killed off Scottish shipbuilding. The Tories, Thatcher, killed Scottish shipbuilding, stone dead, so she could sell it on to a group that included her husband and make some money out of property development. Have you ever met the big yin, our Billy? Sadly, Dundee Hardman, I've not met Billy Connolly, and I would love to do so because I love the man to bits. Love the Scots! So, of course, we could cope on our own. East of Mombasa, no. East of Mombasa, you'll be in the ocean. Fantastic. What breed did you show? Showed Westies, white Westies, because they were originally from 1908, the Paul Talloch Terrier. And I used to have them. But there was a very famous man in Scotland, and a college was named after him, and he got my cousin to show his Sealyham Terrier. And my cousin was so laid back, he went, I'll run round the ring for you. And he said, and of course the dog got a first. Now you're out of Kenya, I can tell you. There we are. I'm into pickles. Can I send you a gift? I got good overnight braces. I don't need any more. How lovely. When you say overnight braces, is that to keep your bed trousers up? Thatcher and Reagan have done harm that lasts even today. Historical ripple effect. Oh, yeah. So, I mean, the Tories need to zip it about the ferries. Taking the Caledonian Sleeper tonight from Euston to Inverness. First time riding on it. Lloydie, you'll love it. I've done the Sleeper. There we are. And it said you don't have to get off the train till about 7:30, but it got in at 5:30, I think. And I just thought, I'll just get off. And I got a taxi. Wait till this is true. I got a taxi, and the taxi driver was so chuffed having Scottie McClue in the back of his cab, he forgot to put his meter on. So, God. Scottie, I've forgot to put on the meter. Said, I'll no charge you. I said, no, we're not having that. How much is it normally from Waverley down to Leith? And I think in those days he said, it's normally about whatever it was, a 5 or a 10 or something. And I thought, well, that's what you're having, whether you put your meter on or not. And I paid my way. So there's one for the taxi drivers. He was going to let us off with it. I thought, no. There we are. I've met Yul Brynner and Roger Moore in the Albany Hotel in Glasgow in the 80s. I know, Nettles, it's beautiful, isn't it? You think, is that who I think it is? I think it is. But I was lucky. I worked for ITV, and they all used to come into the station, and you could see them in the canteen and get a wee chat. Hello from the Langton, says Juicy J Gaming. Juicy J Gaming, Ken, the Langton, Ken, Kirkcaldy, eh? Ken, Ice Rink, eh? Ken. There we are. We love Kirkcaldy. I used to go through to Kirkcaldy and have a light refreshment on a Saturday night. The pub was in the middle of the town, and it was done up like an old Tudor house inside. It was great. Going for a wee dram, Scotty. Have a good weekend, sir. Bye just now. Dundee Hardman, we salute you, sir. We are the people. You take great care of yourself, and dinky dear. There we go. A tad random, but have you got a favourite food? I love a homemade Guinness pie. I saw a Guinness cake the other day. I think maybe Nigella had made it. Outstanding. So there we are. But a favourite food. I do like the steak pie, you know, with some potatoes and maybe a few sprouts. I hope I'm not in any way being a heretic. There we are. The old Andrew bottle next to the taxi meter. Remember that? Rumour. Yeah, we remember that. Rumour. I tell you. What was the pub called? Do you know, Juicy J Gaming? I can't remember, but I did mention it one time on the radio and I got told exactly which one it would be. It was in the town. And Jute and Journalism, says Nettles. Well, that's nae Kirkcaldy, that's Dundee, eh? Jute and Journalism and Jam. Aye. You had the Jam, you had the Robertsons, Ken. There we are. What was the pub called? Scotty, are you backing for First Minister? Hello from Berlin. Well, I can't be First Minister because I'm not a politician. But I've been told I would make an excellent First Minister. So there you have it, I tell you. The next vacation destination is the Outer Hebrides. Ryan, are you going out to Lewis and Harris and Uist and Rockall? Steak pie is banging. We love it, Philip. Have you heard the story? I think it was Champion the Wonder Horse in the Central Hotel in Glasgow. No, but Ryan, wait till I tell you this. You'll love this. I was very, what can I say, privileged and honoured and humbled to be invited to be the chieftain of the Bearsden and Milngavie Highland Games in, I think it was in 2007. And they always, I don't know how I ended up doing it, because they always had very, very distinguished chieftains. They had people like Sir Douglas Bader, the Second World War air ace, that had lost his legs in 1928 on was it a gamecock? He was flying too low to the ground, aerobatics, and his wingtip touched the ground. The aircraft crashed, and Douglas Bader lost his legs. But he came back and became an air ace in the Second World War. And you'll see his story, Reach for the Sky. Yes, and the book by Paul Brickhill, Reach for the Sky. Wonderful, so I have that. But anyway, one of the chieftains was red rum. And apparently they asked if the chieftain could come into the pub, and they brought red rum in. You can't have sausages in a steak pie. Well, you could have a steak, kidney and sausage pie. Now, if I gave you a big slice of steak pie with choice steak in it, and there happened to be kidneys and sausages, don't tell me that you would kick off, because I don't think you would. I think you'd gobble them up. Gobble, gobble, chomp, chomp. You swore this crown, this not rule this land. Yes, the crown rules the land, I tell you. There we are, the penny. Do you like mashed potatoes? I do, a little bit of butter. The host shares his views on Scottish politics and history. Join the debate. Dundee, the city of recovery. Oops, Discovery. I was on board the Discovery when she was in London. I'll tell you the connection. I'm from a place called Greenock, the Green Oak. And Bowers, Lieutenant Bowers, Birdie Bowers, who went with Scott to the Antarctic, a Greenock man, a naval lieutenant. Who would you like as First Minister, Scotty? Whoo, that's a tricky one, that, I tell you. First Minister, guys, thank you for all your beautiful gifts. So there you are, so much appreciated. Has everybody followed Scottie McClue? There we are. Who would you like as First Minister? So depends what party gets in. So we'll see. Yes. Independence is what Scotland's needing. I stay in South Uist. I'm travelling up to Lewis, as my wife's family's from there. So your wife's family, so you're a Uistach, and your wife's family are Uistachs. Ah, Camaraha Umaha. So there we go. What have we got? Hairy plum, good one. I won't tell it though. Do they still do the Bearsden and Milngavie Highland Games? Oh yes, absolutely. So who else have we got? Do you like Still Game? Yes, apparently I was the original inspiration for Still Game. With the bonnet and all the chat, and the boys used to listen to Scottie McClue and thought, let's get on with it. So there you are. Very good, very talented actors, I can tell you. So there we are. Wilson, Keppel and Betty played in the last couple of nights at the Glasgow Empire. Ryan, wow. Fantastic. Thank you, Dee. An English couple asked me if clan rivalry is still going. I told them I'm not allowed in Glencoe. Do you know that up to the 1920s, 30s, no Campbell would even be given a glass of water at a door in Glencoe? Interesting. Now, you see, you're talking, was it 1692, the Glencoe Massacre? Now, my great-grandfather was born in 1820. So that's like 128 years after the massacre of Glencoe. So, you know, you're only going back a wee bit. A Campbell I am, says Nettles. Yeah, but of course the Campbells spawned the Argylls, and I'm a great one for the Argylls. Yes, indeed. Ni Oblivicaris, Songpur, up the Argylls. 700 Glengarried men, the call came sweeping down the glen. Never mind the sand, get your rifle in your hand. The Argylls are moving again. Oh, Colin Mitchell, the Argylls, I tell you. Now, who else have we got? Are you into politics? Well, AJ123, I know my politics very, very well. I've studied them for 50 years, but I'm not really a political animal. I can tell you. Thank you, J1. There we go. Are you Scottish? Apparently so, but 1,300 years ago I would have been Norwegian. Guys, I need to go. I love you lots. Take great care of your dear selves. Dinky do. I'll sing you the goodbye song. Are you ready? Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye. Take care, everybody, as you go. Goodbye, everybody. Auf Wiedersehen. Au revoir. And cheerio. Love you. Stick your tongue out and say ta-ta. Papa.